Thank you so much for having me on this call. Shalom to everyone. It's been, as you said, quite a roller coaster here in Israel. I mean, you've heard from the spokesperson. Being home is very exciting to be back in your home, in your community. There is nothing like home. Obviously, there are many challenges that come with it. As I'm speaking to you, I'm hearing from this side the great explosions from the fight in Gaza. I don't know what everybody is talking about. What I see with my own eyes is many tanks and bulldozers and many soldiers that are moving down to the south part of Gaza, to the Rafah area. We saw it today, and definitely being home feels very special, although there are a few challenges with the children and the PTSD and a few other things that we're dealing with. But I really, as you said, I want to open with a word of thanks to Jewish National Fund for helping my matzah bakery that was definitely in a great crisis when I was in the army and basically couldn't sell any matzah because I was in Gaza while the workers were baking the matzah. And Jewish National Fund does it is always incredible in making connections within the family, not trying to reinvent the wheel, and found the Makom organization that basically helped us distribute the matzah that you bought from us to many evacuees in different hotels, in different temporary locations. And I don't deserve it, but I got so many compliments and so many words of thanks from the different evacuees. It got to over 5,500 families that really got a beautiful holiday thanks to Jewish National Fund. So I thank you on behalf of the bakery, the 50 workers that I employ from the Gaza border communities, but also on behalf of the 5,500 evacuees from the Makom affiliate of Jewish National Fund. I want to just finish up with a few words of optimism. I know we're going through a rough period of times, obviously here in Israel, but as we're seeing in the last few days, also more than ever in the college campuses across the United States. I want to tell you that we go through many challenges as a nation. It's not new, and as we have done it before, we will do it again. We will be able to prevail and win, and we can only do it through our unity. So thank you all for being united together with us, our brothers and sisters, our friends in America, 6,000-7,000 miles away, and friends here on the border with Gaza, the center of Israel in the north. Wherever we are, we're together and we're going to win. And toda rabah for being incredible partners. I look forward to the day that we can continue having JNF missions and not just the volunteer missions. Am Yisrael Chai.
So Yedidya, first of all, you do deserve it. I know you said you don't deserve it, but the answer is you do deserve it. And could you explain a little bit what it was like returning to Shlomi, and especially for the kids? Maybe you could give us a little insight.
Sure. So there are two aspects to having the kids back. You have the kids, who just went through a very hard day on the 7th and are now coming back and dealing with explosions that are making them wake up at night. And then you have the children who it's probably the majority who suffer from PTSD, who went through different experiences, maybe even prior October 7th, and obviously October 7th, and now coming back to the crime scene and hearing those explosions that they may heard on the 7th. And if it's my daughter, I can tell you that 2 nights ago, I walk into the bomb shelter and she's in the bomb shelter sleeping, and that's not her room. She's not, she doesn't live in the safe room. and I saw that the window was closed. And in the morning, I asked her what happened. She was half asleep. She told me I hardly remember, but I heard an explosion. I was afraid, and I just ran into the shelter and shut the window. It was just the IDF, bombing some terrorists in Gaza. But for her, it's something that brings her back. And obviously, then you have to deal with the bereaved families, with orphans, with the widows, and then that's a whole other issue, which is very exciting to be home, but every the widows, the children tell me every corner on the house, we look everywhere, we see our father, we see him, and it's hard for us. It makes us remember him every minute and deal with the great pain of not having our father. So as a result, we try to bring in therapy for the children. If it's through art or horseback riding became a pretty popular therapy in the community. Music therapy, JNF, is building for us now together with the government, a very large community center that will have a main focus on therapy for children through art and music. And it's something that we're dealing with it. It's not easy.